Hello and welcome to today's English lesson. So first of all, guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera? Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. And I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our laps, and close our eyes. When you're ready, guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. And next we'll do our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And we can begin by stretching up high to the sky. High as we can. And then let's stretch down low. Touch our toes. We go back up high one more time. And this time, can we go tippy toe high? And while we're there, let's have a wave side to side. And back down to touch our toes once more. Stand up straight. And shake it out, guys. Arms and legs. Shake it out. Now we'll do some rotations. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Excellent, guys. And now for some stretches. Let's do 5 stretches to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll do 5 stretches to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Now let's take our right hand and find our left foot. And then left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. And we'll finish with 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. So recently in English class, we've been doing a lot of work with a particular type of tense when we talk about past actions. Does anybody remember what the name of that tense was?
Present perfect tense.
Perfect, guys. Well remembered. The present perfect tense. Present, P-R-E-S-E-N-T. And present means now. Perfect, P-E-R-F-E-C-T. And the final word, tense, means the time period that we're talking in. So altogether, present, perfect, tense. And first of all, we began learning how to talk about affirmative or positive sentences in the present perfect tense. Now, these sentences consisted of 4 different types of words. Can anybody remember the first word? Subject. Yes, the first word that comes, we use a subject. And then, depending on who the subject was, we have to use one of 2 different words, has and have. And H-A-V-E. Then, next comes our action words, or the verb. Now remember, with the present perfect tense, because we're talking about past actions, the verb always comes in the past form. And then finally, activity, or the thing that we're talking about with the verb. So for example, I might write, I'll talk about myself. I has or have? I have. And I don't say play, what will I say? Played, yes, the past tense. And what's the activity? What have I played? Football, okay. F-O-O-T-B-A-L-L. Now that's what we call the affirmative or the positive sentence. I have played football. But in the previous lesson, we learned how to turn the positive sentence into a negative. And all we need to do is add 1 extra word. So let's see which one of our students can demonstrate how to turn this positive sentence into a negative. Who can go first today, guys? Let's see. I know Prel can go first. So Prel, come and join me at the front of class. So here we have an affirmative, positive sentence in the present perfect tense. One more time. I have played football. But in the previous lesson, we learned how to take this positive sentence and turn it into a negative. We only need to add 1 word. Can anybody remember the word? Not. Perfect. Proud. And where do we enter the word? After have or has and before the verb. So Prel, can you demonstrate how to turn this into a negative? By adding the word N-O-T. Excellent, guys. So you see, Prel, by adding only 1 word, has turned the positive sentence into a negative. So let's say it together. I have not played football. And that's how we turn sentences into the negative in present perfect tense. Prel, that was excellent. Big round of applause for Prel, please, guys. And let's do 1 more together. But first of all, we practice the next word. We already have a subject for have, so our next sentence will be has. Now, who can give me a subject we can use with has? She. He, she, it, or the name of somebody, we use has. Okay, she has. Now, what has she done? What verb can we use? Drunk. Okay, she has drunk. D-R-U-N-K. And what has she drunk? Milk. M-I-L-K. Okay, so the positive sentence we have, guys, she has drunk milk. And what we'll do now is we'll have another student come forward and demonstrate how to turn this sentence into a negative. And we will have Chu come forward and demonstrate how to turn the positive into the negative by adding one word. Okay, so first of all, let's say the positive sentence again. She has drunk milk. Now, Chu, can you turn this positive sentence into a negative by adding the words we used earlier? So what do we say? She has not drunk milk. So, Chu, can you write the word not? You see this word here? Can you write it again? Just like Proud did earlier. Excellent. So you see how Chu has demonstrated how to change the positive to the negative. So let's say it together. She has not drunk milk. Chu, can you speak? Not he. She has not. Very good, Chu. That was brilliant. Big round of applause for Chu, please, guys. Okay, so now we've learned how to do positive sentences. And we've also learned how to turn them into negative sentences. Who can guess what comes next? What are we going to practice doing today? Any ideas? Begins with Q. Questions, yes. What we're going to learn to do is how to ask questions in the present perfect tense, and then also how to reply with a positive answer or a negative. So what we've got coming up now is a PowerPoint presentation for our students to observe, listen to, and also practice speaking of the questions, the positive answers, and the negative answers that we can use in the present perfect tense. So let's turn to look at the TV screen, please, guys. So let's take a look at our PowerPoint presentation about present perfect tense, questions, and also the answers, because we need to know how to answer too. We use the present perfect tense to talk about past actions that are still true. Yes, that's why we need to use the past tense of the verb word, because we're talking about past actions. And as we've learned already, the format, we use the words have or has and the past participle of verbs. So we can see the subjects that we use with have. I, you, we, they. And the subjects we use with has, he, she, it, John. The name of somebody we can use with has. Now the trick for the questions is have and has become the first word. Instead of the subject and then have, like I have, for the question, the word have comes first. We would say, have I. So question words and the positive responses, we swap the subject and the question word around. For example, have you gone to school? And if we want to reply positively, like you guys today, have you gone to school? You will say, yes. You have gone to school. That's the positive answer with the yes. What will the negative answer begin with? Correct. So the negative answer, no. You have not gone to school. Next question. Have I read a book? So notice how in the question we say, have I. But in the positive response, yes,
Yes.
I have.
I have.
So you see how the subject and the word have or has swaps. Yes,
Yes.
I have
I have.
read
Read.
a book. Okay. Now for the negative response. No,
No.
I have not
I have not
read a book.
book.
Have we played sports? So who can think, how will the positive response begin?
Yes.
Yes. And then the next word, not I, look at the subject. We. Yes. We have played sports. So remember, the subject that's in the question should form part of your answer. And the negative response, no, we have not played sports. Have they finished their work? Okay, so who can tell me the positive response? Yes, they have finished their work. Well done, guys. Get used to swapping the words for the positive response and the question. But how about the negative? What will begin? No. No, correct. And the special word we use with the negative, not. No, they have not finished their work. Has she watched a movie? Yes, she has watched a movie. How about the negative? No, she has. Perfect. You see, the girl is reading a book. No, she has not watched a movie. Has he listened to music? And remember with our questions, as you all well know by now, how do our questions end? Question mark. When we write a question, always a question mark at the end. So has he listened to music? Yes. He has listened to music. And what will the negative response be? No, he has not listened to music. Excellent, guys. You see, it's the same pattern every time. Just get used to the positive and negative answers. Let's do a couple more together. Has it drunk milk? Now, the subject word it, can we use with people? No. What do we use it with? Animals or objects. And the positive response, yes, it has drunk milk. And the negative, no, it has not drunk milk. Yes. And then the last one, when we know the name of a person, we use their name. And we use the word has. Has John walked to the shop? Now, who can tell me the positive response? Yes. John has walked to the shop. You see in the question, has John? The positive response, we swap the words. Yes, John has walked to the shop. Like that. Get used to that trick. Yes. And then swap has John. John has. If you remember that, it will help you every time. And to think about the negative response, we always add an extra word. What word do we add for the negative? Not no. Not. No. John has not walked to the shop. And this is how we ask questions and give the positive and negative responses in the present perfect tense. Any questions, guys? Okay, that was great. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the PowerPoint presentation so that they can learn more about asking questions and providing positive and negative responses in the present perfect tense. And it's also a good way for our students to practice speaking too. And coming up, we've got a board activity to practice some more. But first of all, guys, time for our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And for this sequence, we'll have a game of Teacher Says. So listen carefully. If teacher says, we can do. If teacher doesn't say, don't do. Okay, guys? So teacher says, hands on head. Teacher says, touch your knees. Teacher says, arms in the air. Teacher says, arms down. Arms in the air. Arms down. Teacher says, arms down. Teacher says, jogging on the spot. Teacher says, arms in the air. Teacher says, arms side to side. And teacher says, arms forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Stop. Teacher says, stop. Teacher says, turn around. Teacher says, turn back the other way. And back the other way. Very good, guys. Teacher says, let's go down into a ball. The teacher says, stand up. And then back down into a ball. Stand up. Teacher says, let's stay back in a ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Teacher says, jump. And teacher says, please sit down. And now we're going to do a board exercise for our students to practice responding to questions in the present perfect tense. So what we're going to do is teacher will write a question on the board. Then they will choose a student to come forward and correctly write and speak the positive response and also the negative response, just like we've seen in the PowerPoint presentation earlier. So first of all, we need a question. Okay, so I will think of the question. Have you eat in the past tense breakfast? And then what comes at the end? Question mark. So all together, guys, the question, have you eaten breakfast? We have our question. But now I'm going to choose a student to come forward and give us our positive answer. And then after our positive answer, what will we have? Negative answer, correct. So let's see which student can come forward first and give us our positive answer to the question. And the first student is Lakau. So Lakau, come and join me at the front of class, please. So guys, first of all, let's all ask Lakau the question together. Have you eaten breakfast? And now Lakau is going to give the positive response. So how does the positive response begin? Yes. And then, if the question is about you, what do we respond with? I have eaten. E-A-T-E-N. And then, the activity, breakfast. B-R-E-A-K-F-A-S-T. A, K, F, A, S, T. Excellent, Latgal. Well done. So you see, when we talk about a question you, we don't respond with you, we respond with I. So ready, Latgal? Have you eaten breakfast? You see, and that's the positive response in the present perfect tense. Latgal, brilliant. Big round of applause for Latgal, guys. And now it's time for our negative response. So let's see who can come and give us our negative response. And now it's Net's turn. So we have the yes answer. Now we're looking for the no answer. So Net, come and join me at the front of class. So ready, guys? Let's ask Net the question again. Have you eaten breakfast? Now this time, Net's going to pretend he hasn't. Perfect, down. You see, we begin with no. I have. And then what's the special word we use for negative? Not. I have not. N-O-T. And then eaten breakfast. A-T-E-N. The past tense form of eat. Eaten. And the activity, breakfast. A, K, F, A, S, T. Okay, Net, very good. So ready, Net? I will ask you the question and then you can respond. Have you eaten breakfast? Eaten breakfast. Okay, so Net's response was, no, I have not eaten breakfast, which is the negative response in the present perfect tense. So well done, Net, very good. Big round of applause for Net, please, guys. So teachers, you can see the activity that we're doing in our classroom now. You can pause the video and do the same activity with your own students in your own class. But remember, change the question and then change the students who have to come forward and provide the positive and the negative responses. And we're going to play on again here now until the worksheet activity. So first of all, I'll clean the board. So guys, who can help me with the question? What shall our question be now? Shall we use has or have? Has. Okay, and what subject can we use with the question word has? Has he. And what's our verb? Has he played? Let's change the sport because we had football earlier. Has he played volleyball? Okay. V-O-L-L-E-Y-B-A-L-L. And then what comes at the end? Question mark. So all together, has he played volleyball? So now I'll choose a student to come forward and give the positive response to this question. So let's see who can go next. And now the pen is with Dan. So Dan will come and provide the positive response. Well, first of all, guys, let's all ask Dan the question together. Has he played volleyball? So Dan, how will your positive response begin?
Yes, he has played volleyball.
Excellent. We begin with yes. Okay, so all we need to do now is swap he and has around. Yes, he has played volleyball. Perfect. Once you know the subject and the routine of swapping subject with has or have, it becomes very easy. E-Y-B-A-L-L. Perfect, Dan. So I'll ask down the question and then she can provide the positive response. Has he played volleyball?
Yes, he has played volleyball.
The question and the positive response in the present perfect tense. Down, that was excellent. Big round of applause for down, please, guys. Now, let's choose a student to come forward and provide the negative response. And let's see now, we will have Bangpon. So Bangpon will come forward and provide the negative response to our question. So let's all ask Bangpon again. Has he played volleyball? And this time we're looking for the negative response. So how does the negative response begin? No. Well done, Bangpon. N-O, and then he has. Perfect. All we do is we add the word not before the verb. He has not. N-O. He has not. Don't forget, Bangpon. For the negative, we need not. N-O-T. He has not played. L-A-Y-E-D. And then the activity, volleyball. O-L-L-E-Y. B-A-L-L. Excellent, Bangpon. So now I'll ask Bangpon the question and he can provide the negative response. Bangpon, has he played volleyball? No, he has not played volleyball. You see, present perfect tense with the positive and negative responses. Very good. Big round of applause for Bangpon, guys. So let's do one more together before we move on to the worksheet activity. So now it's question time. Who can give me a question to ask? Has or have? Have. So if we're using have, what subject can we use in the question? Have we? Have we? What's our verb? What are we doing? Action. Have we? So if we talk about swimming, have we? Not go, past tense of go. Gone. Swimming. S-W-I-M-M-I-N-G. Notice how we have to change the verb go to the past tense. Gone. So all together, guys, have we gone swimming? Now let's see who can come forward and give us our positive response to the question. And now we will ask Chu to come forward and provide the positive response. So Chu, come and join me at the front of class, please. So first of all, let's ask Chu the question together. Have we gone swimming? So the positive response, what's the first word every time? Yes. So, yes, we have gone swimming. So Chu, can you give us the positive response beginning with the word yes? Y-E-S. Yes, we and then we swap we with have. Yes, we have. And then the verb in the past tense, gone, G-O-N-E. Finally, the activity, the sport, swimming. W-I-M-M-I-N-G. Okay, so now we can ask Chu the question and Chu can provide the response. So Chu, have we gone swimming? And you will say, yes, we have gone swimming. the question and the positive response. Chu, that was very good. Big round of applause for Chu, please, guys. And then finally, we need one more student to give us the negative response. And that will be Pak Bung. So Pak Bung, come and join me, please. So Pak Bung, have we gone swimming? No, we have not gone swimming. Excellent. So you see how to get used to the same format each time. No, we have, and then the word for the negative response, not. Gone swimming. W-I-M-M-I-N-G. Excellent. So Pak Bung, have we gone swimming? Perfect. And that's the negative response to the question in the present perfect tense. Big round of applause for Pak Bung, please, guys. And now it's time for our worksheet part of the lesson. And what we're asking our students to do today is practice answering the positive and the negative responses. So what we've got is a series of questions for our students to read. And then they have to think about their own lives and situation and give the positive or the negative response based on their own understanding. So remember, the positive responses always begin yes, and the negative responses always begin no. And teachers monitor the class and help our students with anything they need. So give them around 12 minutes. What's the first thing to do, guys? Names on top first. So Net, this one's for you. Nadia, for you. You're welcome. Chu, here's yours. Down for you. You're welcome. Plau, here's yours. Bangpon and Lakau. You're welcome. So names on top first, guys. Then read each of the questions and give your response based on your own situation. And if you need any help, let me know. For example, the first question what's our first question, guys? Have you eaten breakfast today? Okay. So if you want to give the positive answer, yes. And if the question word is about you, what's the response? We don't respond you, what do we respond with? I. Yes, I have eaten breakfast today. That's the positive response. But if you're like teacher and you don't eat breakfast, just drink coffee, then you will want to give the negative response. And the negative response begins, no, I have, and then the special word for the negative response, not eaten breakfast today. So by looking at your questions, you should be able to work out the negative and the positive answers. And if you need any more help, guys, let me know. Excellent. Pak Bung. So, is your friend boy or girl? If it's a girl, she. If it's a boy, he. And then we say has. So if the question's about your friend, you have to think, who is your friend? If it's a boy, he has. If it's a girl, she has. Has your friend sang a song? La la la. Has your friend sang a song? So yes. Boy or girl, Prem? Is it your friend, a boy? Like girl. So yes, she has sang a song. For if it's he or she, what do we say? Has. Correct. Well done. Has your friend sang a song? So, bang point, you have to think about your friend, like Net or Chew. Have they sang a song? La 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 la. Yes or no? So, no, he has not sang a song.
Teacher come to school today.
Am I here? Yes, teacher has come to school today. Or teacher, you can say he or teacher because teacher is a man. So if you want, you can use either yes, he has, or yes, teacher has. Because I am here, I have come to school today. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the worksheet exercise where they had to read each of the different questions and then give their response, positive or negative, based on their own situation. Like, have they eaten breakfast? Have they been to China? Or have they played with pets? And it's a good way for them to practice thinking and also formulating their own responses. But that's all we've got time for today. So now we hope you understand the present perfect tense a lot more and how to give the question first of all before providing a positive and the negative answers. And we'll see you again soon for the next lesson. So can we turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Bye-bye. See you again soon.